Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, and we have a fellow Houstonian in here with us this afternoon. His name's Paul, and Paul comes in here complaining of primarily lower back pain that does radiate out to his SI joints and sometimes down into the thigh and the hips, mostly into the anterior hip area. Now his history is important because he had a fusion with instrumentation from C5 all the way through C7, so he's got C5, C6, C6, C7 all fused with figure 8 plates, screws and plates in his neck that they go in through the front and the back, front anterior, yeah. So anyway,
gruesome.
He's been watching our videos for a little while, and him and his wife were discussing chiropractic care, so he thought he'd come in and try it today for the first time here at this office anyway. He's been adjusted by other chiropractors before for your problem, right?
Yes.
And did that help?
Nope.
That's a bummer. And he's got some fight or flight issues too. He gets a little bit sweaty in his palms and the back of his neck and his forehead whenever his sympathetics are acting up. That's called fight or flight. The sympathetic nervous system controls your sediferous glands, which are your sweat glands. So when they're firing too much, that causes you to get a little fight or flight going on. You'll feel some sweating in your palms and back of your neck and forehead, maybe even other places, armpits. Yeah. But so this is going, I've already done Paul's history and examination. Was that thorough, by the way?
Oh yeah, very.
Yeah.
Complete.
Yeah, it was.
No secrets here.
No secrets here. In fact, this is going to be his very first adjustment here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief. So we're going to document it for him and his wife. And what's your wife's name?
Heather.
Heather, you're next. Okay, Paul, I'm going to have you close your eyes and bend your head forward and backwards for me again. And I see he's got pretty limited extension. Now back to neutral. Looking at him from the side view, you can see he's positive SZ cervical, forward translation of his head. His ears here over his clavicle. It should be back here over his shoulders, which is what's rounding his shoulders around to the front. That's why his hands are out in front of him as opposed to being at his sides. Now down here, his pelvis is translated left on the x-axis. He's got less room here than he does over here. And next thing we're going to do then, Paul, since this is your first adjustment here, I'm going to lay you on your stomach first. You face down in here, please, sir. What was that?
That was the Catholic.
Okay.
Oh. Don't worry, I don't have any heads on my trophy. I won't start with yours. So see his left leg's a half inch short down here. When I bring it up, it gets even, though that tightens up a little bit in his thighs, which is the quads. Not too much down the lumbar spine, but he did have a positive Deerfield test on the left. His leg got even when I brought it up, so that indicates a left sacroiliac joint subluxation. In my palpatory examination of him earlier, I detected he has subluxation down here at L4 and L5 in the sacrum. He's got a little bit of a curvature out to the right down here, and this right side of his spine is hypertonic compared to the left side. And that's just a compensatory reaction from his low back and pelvis being subluxated. Both shoulders are like it bounced quarters off those traps. He's got cervical subluxation at C5, C6, C6, C7, and C2-3 on the right side. Mostly on the right side there, a little bit on the left right there at C2.
Ooh, that's sore.
Yep. So, are you ready for your very first adjustment here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to start off with your pelvis. Slide down this way about a half an inch. There you go. Some of these might be a little sore at first, Paul, just because they've been out for a while. But they'll feel better once I get them back in place. There. There we go. Yes, sirree. Oh, boy. A little deeper in person, huh, Paul? There you go. I get two reactions from new patients. Either they're laughing or like that, or they crying.
Dang.
Now that should have felt a little easier in your quads that time.
Sure. Hurts so good.
Yeah, there you go. You got all my lines down. That makes you a crack addict, you know. So again, I'm adjusting above and below his fusion level. There we go. Okay, let's turn you on your back, please, sir.
Ooh.
Didn't hurt me a bit. There we go. So we're going to bring his whole head up and over his thoracic spine so we can get rid of that forward head posture. Slide down about a half an inch and put both arms straight out sideways, kind of like Jesus on the cross. No disrespect. There we go. There we go. That's it. Okay, you can relax your hands right there on your tummy. This one you want to kind of let your leg just relax.
Right.
There we go.
Ooh.
Now you should have felt that from your knee all the way up to your lower back ball.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Right in there.
Yep. Same here. Let
Ooh,
go. That's it. Yes, sir. Can't get out of here without me pulling your leg and shooting. Yeah, sit up, face that way. I really got him sweating now.
Ooh, that's some workout.
There's your right shoulder. There's your left shoulder. I'm gonna be adjusting joints you probably didn't even realize was on. There we go. Okay, relax this. There we go.
Ooh, the shoulders.
Should feel a little easier though in your upper back and neck.
Oh yeah.
It will here in a minute anyway.
Oh no, the tightness is.
Just tight. Okay, let's come over on this table next. So we get this question all the time. Do you mind if I show them your film?
Please. Well, here, they can look at it, show them.
Here we go.
That's the back view.
This is an A to P view showing the triple level fusion with the instrumentation in his lower cervical spine. Well, actually, it's a little more here on this left side. Yeah.
Oh.
Might not feel that way inside.
No, it doesn't. It feels like it's way up here.
And then this is a lateral view of that fusion with the instrumentation. See, his whole cervical curve is flattened out instead of having a nice smooth forward lordosis in it. So when I did his BioPhysics adjustment, I adjusted C3 P to A, C4 P to A, and then down below at T2 P to A to reestablish this cervical lordosis in his spine. Now, is it safe to decompress him with the ring dinger with this instrumentation in there?
That was my word.
Absolutely is, because this was done in 2002, right? So that fusion is solid. I'm not going to be moving C5 through C7. I'm going to be moving C1 through C4 and then C7, T1 down here at the bottom. So it's going to move again above and below the fusion because this is solid. I'm not going to move that anywhere. I could move that if I tried. And we're going to have it all on video here for you. So I was afraid of doing this, thinking I was going to hurt somebody. You don't think I'd be putting it on YouTube, do you? Slide down just a little.
That was my fear, that it might.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's fear. I don't have any
That
hits
it
on my
might.
trophy wall yet. I won't start with yours. Let your legs just relax. Easy working up a sweat already. How you done today? Okay, these pins are going to feel really tight, and they should. Yeah, just lay flat though. I'll get them in sideways. Keep your head back there. Yes, sir. You're not going to get away down the hall.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's too tight.
No, it's not too tight, I promise you.
Oh.
Okay, you want to keep your teeth together on this one. Don't bite your tongue. Breathe through your nose. There it is, right there. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
How far down did you feel that one, Paul? Down to the lower part?
Oh yeah.
Great. And, well, no, get up yet.
Oh.
We're not done. We're not done. I checked these reflexes earlier, but look how much better that is already.
Kicking.
Yes, sir, he's still kicking. I'm going to go below the fusion. Let me have it.
Yep.
There you go. And again, I'm going to go below. There you go. See there? And he's still breathing, folks. No hit on my trophy wall yet, except for Bones over there. I bought him in the Palmer Library. Yes, sir. We should feel immediately lighter.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Take a look in the mirror again. I'm still not done with you. I told you I was going to shoot you too.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do with this instrument. Good. Okay. So now's your homework. Your head's forward and right, so you'll hold these up and back for me.
All right.
Kind of flare these palms forward towards the mirror. See how that tightens up that whole trap?
Yep.
Your head's forward and right, so we're going to come straight back this way. Translate left just a bit, then look backwards. You're going to feel a little tap on your atlas there. Another tap on your atlas there. Now you can relax. When you bend your head forward and backwards again, Paul, this should feel a little bit smoother up here, but you tell me.
Oh yeah.
Is that a little smoother than when you walked in?
Oh yeah.
Take a look at your extension now. Much better on your extension.
Sure.
Cool.
The shoulders are straighter.
Now he's going to be sore for about 72 hours, which is very common. It's kind of like going to the gym and working out real hard for the first time. You're going to be sore afterwards. Crushed ice in a freezer baggie right on the skin over whatever sore, Paul, for 20 minutes. Anywhere that you're sore, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Gel packs don't work the same.
Right.
Don't put heat on this ever.
Ever. No heat.
No heat whatsoever. Hot packs are heating pads.
Right.
Drink a gallon of water every day if you can get it down.
Gallon. Really?
And when you leave here, before you sit back down and get in your car and go home, do a 10-minute fast, brisk walk, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, letting your arms move freely like a fast walker race.
Really? Okay.
That'll retie in the neurology out of your cerebellum to start remembering this configuration in your spine that I've just put it in. It's called neuroplasticity.
Sure.
Our adjustments are affecting the nervous system, including the brain function. We're going to get your brain to re-recognize this alignment rather than the one it's adapted to all these years.
For years. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, crack addicts worldwide are going to be interested in hearing how you did with what did you think of your very first visit here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief, having that cervical fusion and me doing these procedures?
It's terrific. It stretches you out. It feels like it stretches you out.
It does.
It makes you a little more limber, a little more maneuverable.
Lighter. Breathe easier.
The only thing I was worried about was the crack on that bench where with my neck, just yanking my neck with that titanium.
But we didn't have any adverse effects of that whatsoever.
Yeah. It was just fine.
So I'm sending him home to you with everything intact.
Hooray!
So now you're next. What's your name again?
Heather.
Heather.
My wife.
Yeah, your wife.
And Alex.
Heather, you're next.
And Alex, my sister.
Oh, wow.
I got two women in my life, and I want them both in here.
They both need to be adjusted,
because they both have chronic pain, and I think that you can help.
Well, they're candidates for the ring digger then.
Are they?
Oh yeah, if you're walking around in gravity and you've been.
And so if my wife's excuse is she can't relax enough to
I
come in
catch her
and see you,
between bucks.
what do you say to that?
I catch her between bucks, and she'll never know what hit her. She'll never know what hit her. So Heather, you can be sure that I'll make sure it's safe to adjust you before I do adjust you, and you won't be able to tighten up with me because I'll catch you in between bucks and you'll feel a lot better as well.
We'll have a liquid lunch and come in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Margaritas and Valiums are not required to come here. No. This is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief in Houston, Texas. We'll see y'all soon.